Okay, so it is currently just about midday. What is going on, guys? So it's currently just under 2 days out from Nationals. So obviously States or Queensland titles was the weekend just gone. And now I'm just doing the final preparations to get ready to head down to Melbourne for Nationals. Basically what I'm doing is I'm about to go get my hair cut. So my barber Sam, he works here in the centre at the barber shop, Tommy Guns. So he's amazing. He's a wizard with a pair of clippers. So I want to see him. I'm either seeing him at 12 or half 12. I'm just waiting for them to give me a call. So I'll be flying down to Melbourne tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Well, I've got to be there at 5 a.m. My flight leaves at 7, I believe. So you got to get there about 2 hours early at the moment because of the staff shortage issue at the airports, and so it's taking a lot longer to get through customs and get through the gates and things like that. Okay, so yeah, Sammy is ready for me, so I'm going to go get my haircut now and possibly a shave too. I'm going to keep the mo, obviously, for Nationals again. People liked it. Everybody liked it. The judges liked it. Okay, so it is now 3:45 in the afternoon, and I literally only just got home then. I have bought all of this stuff for Melbourne tomorrow. Before I show you guys everything I got for Melbourne, and also coffee for the girlfriend and I before I do leave, is I've got to have my meal number 2. So my pre-workout meal, which I haven't actually had yet. Okay, so it is now 4:34 p.m. I don't know if you can see that. So it's been a little bit over half an hour since I was last on camera, and I finally have my Rofi loaf with me. So I'll give you a little bit of a close-up. So that's kind of what you're dealing with. I figured I'd just go through everything that I bought today for the trip tomorrow. Item number 1, a travel pillow. I'll pop a few melatonin before I go into the plane, and that should help me just get some shut-eye. I've also got an eye mask that I bought previously that I'll be using, and I'll just put my wireless earphones on to block out the obnoxious kids crying and screaming on the airplane. When it comes to pills, I do have the pill organizer here, but it's quite large, so I wanted something a little bit more compact, a little bit more travel friendly. I actually used to have one of these and I gave it to my girlfriend, but I bought another one today because they're $5 at Kmart. So if you guys are looking for a weekly pill organizer to organize your dietary vitamins and minerals, then definitely recommend hitting up your local Kmart or Target, whichever one's closest to you. They're usually about $5 each, and they've got an organizer for each individual day, and then they all nicely fit in this box. When it comes to grooming, this is one of my favorite brands. So Skin for men, paraben free, just a nice quality, natural line of men's care products. But I mean, you can go with anything that you like. Me personally, I find this treats my skin very well. I've got very sensitive skin, so I've got to be pretty picky with what I use. But it's kind of like a coarse facial scrub, just to exfoliate. I won't be using these until after Nationals to get some of the tan off before I go out for dinner with a girlfriend. But she's not going to be able to actually see me when I compete, but she's flying in Sunday night, so the night after I compete Saturday. This is another thing that I got today. It's just a resistance band. Now I had a whole set of these before COVID, and I left them outside on the veranda, of course, and they got weathered, and obviously you know what happens to rubber when you leave it outside. It gets destroyed by the forces of nature. This was $10. It's just a medium level resistance, which is perfect for doing laterals, curls for someone like you with my strength and stature. So yeah, got that. Alright, so this is one other thing I got a new toothbrush. They say that you're meant to update your toothbrushes every 3 to 6 months. I've had the same one for about a year, so I figured it's probably time to upgrade. So I got another toothbrush from the chemist. I got some ashwagandha, which I'll take with me down to Melbourne. It's just a stress relief herbal medication. It's very, very effective. It's got a host of benefits. I've used it for a long, long time. However, I ran out a while ago, and so I'm back on the ashwagandha train. I got some toothpaste, charcoal added toothpaste. I find it works quite well on my teeth, so yeah. And then obviously I also got this toiletry bag because I don't own a toiletry bag, so got that. Now, something else I bought was a slimline set of food scales. It actually weighs next to nothing and it takes up virtually no space. It's like the size of a notepad. Can I buy it for $3? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I stole it. I didn't steal it, so I got it for a steal essentially, $3. So a set of digital scales, which are slimline, very compact, travel friendly. I'll be able to put this in my meal prep bag with my meals on the plane on the way down. So yeah, $3. For this, it's a set of travel cutlery, again for the plane. And also when I got my hair cut, because I don't own a comb, I don't own a hairbrush. I don't know how I got through life so long without them, but I purchased a hairbrush. I got a quiff roller, because that's the one that my barber uses for my hair. And I've got a comb for my mustache. So now I have a brush and a comb, but that was quite expensive, sadly. I have a USB, 4 USB ports to USB-C because at the moment I don't have enough, I don't have any USB ports on my Mac, but a lot of devices that I use to do my client check-ins and things like that require a USB input, and I do have 2 or 3 or 4 USB-C inputs on my computer, so this allows me to seamlessly and easily connect all my devices that are required instead of having multiple adapters for each individual USB cables. So I got that. Long story short, it cost me more than I was intending on spending today. I wasn't intending on buying a lot of things today at all, to be honest. I was intending on buying 2 or 3 things, but I did require all of these things, and now that I've got it, it's out of the way, I don't have to worry about it. So it's just a matter of just packing everything tonight. And yeah, but I'm gonna wrap this clip up here, guys. I'll see you in the gym, and yeah, peace out.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. guess you feel. Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
So I'm finally in the airport, just burning a little bit of time. It is currently 6:14 a.m. It's 6:15, and so I've got about, say, an hour before I board my flight.
Even if you've got to lock it out a bit more.
I need a
See when you go soft.
So when I posturally tilt, I can keep that flex on me do that on stage.
So you know you go soft, and the judges see the difference between that and that. Yeah, significantly better. Yeah. Yeah, so much.
Yeah, you really need to focus on your legs.
It just shows you more depth. See how if you like this, like that, see the bicep. So if you do this,
More thickness.
you lose it. As soon as you do that,
Yeah.
see this left leg cancel it out. Just slightly internally rotate it.
Yeah, that's
Just
better.
a bit more. So you need to, it just brings out more detail in your point.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, very important because that's a lot of positions that you. What's that to right? And just do a quick back on the bicep. Hamstrings have really come in, dude.
Yeah.
They're
I'm happy with them, mate.
So, just remember, for you,
That's good.
you've got better quads than me.
You'd hope so.
Okay, so we made it, guys. So I'm finally in the accommodation, the Airbnb that I have for the next week. As you can see, I'm quite orange. I've had my 2 base coats of tan already. So, yeah, I tried to film and record as much as I could throughout the day today, guys, but it's really hard, me being on my own, arriving in a city that I don't know very well, and then obviously not having anybody to record for me while I had to run around, do my check-in, athlete check-in, that is, get my height measured, my weight measured, so I could obviously register to be able to compete tomorrow at Nationals. So yeah, I tried to record, but it was incredibly hard, guys, so I'm going to try to do as much footage from here on out as possible, but nonetheless, it is now, it's 4:50 p.m, so I literally just got in the Airbnb then. It was a bit of a roller coaster to do it, and I had to get a bunch of Ubers to get here. I've spent about $80 on Ubers so far today. Originally, I had my first base coat of tan booked in at 2:30. Athlete check-ins were originally going to be opening in the afternoon, but then they last minute changed it to a 10 a.m. opening, so I was able to check in pretty much as soon as I got here. Did some decompression work with my coach. We were able to get that extra half a centimetre of height that I lose throughout the day. And yeah, registered in at 185.5 centimetres, which means that my weight allowance was 104.3 kilo. Last week at States, I came in at 103.5 kilo, which was an all-time low for prep at that point. Came in a little bit tighter this week, just under 101 kilo today, at 185.5, so definitely a lot tighter, a lot leaner than last week. My conditioning could still be a little bit better, but there's always room to improve in future shows and future comps, but I'm really happy with the improvements I've been able to make over the last week, just pushing a little bit more aggressively and just having simply a little bit more time in a deficit. But as you can see, pretty nice view in the Airbnb. It definitely looks a lot nicer in the photos, I'll say that, and I mean, it's always the case with any hotels or apartments or Airbnbs. You see the photos and like, wow, it's fucking amazing, and then you see it in real life and you see all the little nooks and crannies, the little dents and stuff, like but nonetheless, even though there's all these little, I don't know if you can see that little focus, dents and everything, it's still a lovely place. But what I was saying is my original base coat, one was booked in for 2:30 today, and the next one was booked in at 5:30. I was planning on checking in as soon as I got into Melbourne. I flew into Melbourne. I landed at 9:30 this morning. I got an Uber to the gym where the athlete check-ins were happening, met my coach there, did the decompression work, got checked in nice and early, had meal number one. I haven't had any other meals since then, so I pretty much fasted all day until after check-ins, had my first meal around midday, and now it is nearly 5 p.m. and I haven't had meal number two. I'm meant to be carving up today, so I've got 800 carbs to hit today, 150 to 200 protein, 800 carbs and 50 fats, so a lot of calories to get in for the round of the day, considering I've only had about 1,000 calories and probably about 150 of that being carbs. So what I'll be doing is I'll have meal number two shortly, probably cereal, and then basically just do a bit of a pump session with the resistance bands that I bought with me, or that I purchased prior to coming to Melbourne, so I could do a bit of a pump up out in the warm-up section before show tomorrow, and also so I could do a bit of a pump up session today post meal number two to get a little bit of glucose shuttled into those muscles, those preferred body parts, and to be stored as glycogen to fill me out a little bit tomorrow. So doing that just to help petition the nutrients where we want it to be. But nonetheless, I'll give you a quick tour of the place. So kitchen, you got the fridge in here, you got microwave and stuff in there, nice view all around. Like I said, the kitchen, I've got to unpack all that. There are the groceries I got. So between check-ins today, between check-in and tanning, I should say, I basically did grocery shopping. This is one of the bedrooms. I was going to choose this because of the view, but it doesn't have air conditioning and I'm a cold freak, so I'll be staying in this room. It's also closer to the bathroom, so that's always handy. But yeah, so two queen size bedrooms and bathroom. It's really nice. Pretty good mirror for selfies, so I'll do some selfies in here. And the shower's pretty decent size too. Yeah, all in all, pretty happy. And so yeah, what I'll do is I'm going to find a supermarket down the road, get some cold water, because I don't have any cold water currently. Unpack all those groceries into the fridge, freezer, that sort of thing. And when I get back with the cold water, I'm going to be making a bowl of cereal with protein powder, cold water, because I prefer that to using milk or almond milk, that sort of thing. So this is pretty much what I got for groceries for today and tomorrow. So to carb up my carb sources, I've got gluten-free Cocoa Puffs or Cocoa Pops. A couple of snacks here. These are actually very macro friendly. Same amount of protein and fat and quite a lot of carbs. So per snack, you got 1.3 protein, 2 fat, and 16.5 carbs. So pretty good. Obviously the OG rice cakes, carb source of everything bagels. a small loaf of sourdough because I won't use a whole loaf on here. Some bananas, some tangy barbecue sauce. This one's like a very low calorie one, and the reason I get this isn't because I'm wanting a low calorie sauce. I want a quality barbecue sauce. Then we got some raw honey, almond spread, almond butter, and strawberry jam. Then for protein sauces, we got some reduced cost chicken tenderloins because I'm going to be eating those today, so no need to worry about the expiry date. And 2 tins of tuna in spring water. This is meal number 2 right now. It is now 6:13 p.m. and I literally only just got home from doing that quick grocery run that I said I need to do. So I'm going to get Netflix up, watch something, eat meal number 2, which is 100 grams of gluten-free Cocoa Puffs, 150 grams of frozen blueberries, 75 grams of fat-free Greek yogurt, and a bit of cinnamon on there. Part 2 of meal number 2. It's pretty much the same identical meal as the other one, except I used a different cereal, and I substituted the additional carbs with 20 grams of honey. So for those of you who don't know, yeah, you probably shouldn't drink a lot of caffeine in your peak week if you don't normally do it, but I've consistently drank 4 coffees minimum a day since I started prep, so I'm not going to change variable because there is a bit of a diuretic or dehydrating effect from caffeine consumption, especially coffee. This is actually the meal I've been looking forward to the most. Bagel. The aim of the carb up is to get the appropriate amount of carbohydrates in without distending the stomach as much, which means keeping food volume, fiber, protein and fat to a bare minimum, while maximizing carbohydrate intake to hit your required amount, which is 800 for me today. So my girlfriend's been incredibly supportive this entire prep, and I'm forever grateful for it. I absolutely love her for it. And I just found this little note that she snuck, I'm assuming this morning, before she kissed me goodbye at the airport when she dropped me off at, well, before it was even light this morning. I don't know, she should be fine with me reading this. Dear Nick, wishing you the very best of luck. Not that you need it, you've got this. Can't wait to join you in Melbourne. See you soon. You have a very proud girlfriend. I love you, Michaela. And that just made my night. Anyone who knows me knows I don't really cry. But that was beautiful. I absolutely love her and I adore her, and I'm incredibly fucking lucky to have somebody so supportive, selfless, and unconditionally loving like her in my life. And she's watching this, I'm sure she will. She watches all my videos. She usually tries to be the first one to like the video. That said, if you haven't already liked the video, guys, please don't forget to like the video. A little bit of a plug there, but this is one of the many reasons why I love her. And yeah, wake up some mornings thinking that I don't deserve someone like that. She's absolutely amazing in every way, and that just made my night. So I'm gonna send her a message now.
Every day, so training and non-training days, and that is.
Probably the final meal of the night. Some banana blueberries, gluten-free Cocoa Puffs again, a bit of cinnamon and a bit of honey. Okay, so it is currently, I believe, 5:11 a.m. Saturday the 23rd of April. It is a game day. So I've got to do these dirty dishes before I can prep my food for the day, which I'll take in my meal prep bag to the actual competition with me. Got my wireless headphones here, the key ready to go in the fob so I can leave the place. I've got to get some dishwashing cloths for that. I've got dishwashing liquid already, I just don't have any cloths. And there's no tablets for the dishwasher, so I'm gonna have to do it by hand or get some dishwashing tablets, whichever is cheaper. Because I got my final coat of tan at about 6:30 this morning, so I need to go out, have all this basically done, all my meals prepared, have breakfast, and out the door by about 6:10. First coffee of the morning is always the best coffee of the morning. Oh, that is so good. Okay, so this is my breakfast for show day. I've got a everything bagel with 25 grams of jam, 10 grams of almond butter, a little bit of cinnamon, 80 grams of gluten-free cocoa puffs with a bit of cinnamon, 100 grams of blueberries, and 30 grams of vegan isolate protein.
Oh, he's actually this. Oh, he's leaner, he's fatter.
Too much body fat going on, you're doing too much cardio, whereas some of it's method.
So I will try to take you through as much of today as possible. Okay, so change of plans. Basically, it's going to take too long to walk there, so I'm just going to get the ride share to the venue. So that is how the morning is starting off, but once it gets here, it should get better. But now let's just admire beautiful Melbourne. It's nice and sunny out. It is just after 7 o'clock. 8 degrees Celsius, which I believe, what is that in Fahrenheit? I'm not too sure. Apparently it's still 2 minutes away. Has arrived. Okay, so finally in the rideshare, so just heading to the venue now, and yeah, nice day here in Melbourne. I was on the wrong side of the road. knowing my luck, that's always how it pans out. But yeah. Do you mind being on the camera, or? It's okay, yeah. What was your name?
Jitendra.
Jitendra. Nice. What was your name, by the way, sir?
Marcus.
Marcus.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Likewise, isn't it? So doing open bodybuilding or classic?
Doing a classic open.
Nice, man, nice. Okay guys, so I'm finally home now. It is 2:30 at the minute. I think I finished competing around 1 o'clock today or thereabouts. Nationals is now over. The entire season A is done and dusted. My first bodybuilding season, first bodybuilding prep, second bodybuilding show. I was really happy with my outcome at States in the first timers category of the class. But yeah, I didn't do too well in opens, but I did hit a bit of a PB. Even though I didn't place top 3 in opens at nationals here, I did place top 6. Whether I was 4th, 5th or 6th, I'm not too sure.
Very close.
Very close, apparently, according to my mum. So yeah, it was a pretty stacked lineup. There were a lot of people that were very competitive in there, and so it was a difficult one to kind of like call. But I do know where I need to work on improving for my next show, which is getting it just a little bit leaner in my midsection, and then just getting better at posing, improving my flow, and just getting more skilled at the actual art of posing for bodybuilding. But nonetheless, I'm pretty happy with my performance overall, if I really kind of try to look at it and not be too hard on myself. But I am a bit of a perfectionist, so I would have liked to have placed top 3, but at the end of the day, you get the place that you deserve, and that's what I truly believe. And I truly believe that I deserved to be in top 6, but I just clearly didn't deserve to be in top 3. And unfortunately, it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. You don't get what you always want, but you get what you deserve. And there's always room for improvement in the future, and that's what I'm going to aim for. Every season, every show that I do from here on out, I'm going to try bring it in a little bit better than the previous one, and eventually that'll add up, and eventually I'll get to where I want to be. But I think it's safe to say that I love bodybuilding much more so than powerlifting. Definitely kind of found my niche, my interest, and just want to say, even though I don't really express it much, being an introverted person, I do appreciate all the support and kind words that everybody has given me over the last few months that I've been prepping for my shows, and it does mean a lot to me. I appreciate it a lot. Special thanks to my family and my partner and my friends. You guys are awesome, and yeah, I just wanted to say onwards and upwards from here. But I'll try to record some more footage throughout this week, but obviously I'm pretty tired. I'm also very relieved now that stress or that burden of knowing that I've got a competition around the corner is off my shoulders for the time being. So now it's time to enjoy life a little bit. My mum's here, my sister, my little sister, and then her partner Noah, and then I've got my partner coming down to see me tomorrow, so I'm going to be spending some quality R&R time with her over the next few days, and probably keeping recording and whatnot to a minimal. I'm not going to be working over the next few days. I've taken a week off work from Thursday this week until Thursday next week, so yeah, just enjoy life a bit, and yeah, but I'll try to record as much as I can. But once again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video if you have watched it this far, and I will see you on the next clip or next video, depending on whether this video continues or ends here. Till then, guys, peace. Dinner time with the family. Dressing up for once. Probably not used to seeing me in this kind of attire, but yeah. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to find a nice place that serves steak, and I'm going to get some steak and roast potatoes because I've been craving that all prep. I'm not going crazy with food, like I said. Haven't been food focused all prep. I don't feel like binging on dirty food and shit like that. Just feel like enjoying a nice quality meal with my family and friends, and yeah,